Do you have any updates about the eye of Tom Aspinall? And is there a rematch in the works?
Oh, Jesus. Don't let me talk about Tom Aspinall's eye. Apparently he's going in for a second surgery or just had it, and by surgery, I mean injections. I have no idea. Get a quote from him. God forbid I say something about it. Go ahead.
Jeez.
How close did you think you were to...
Here's your quote.
Catching strays, aren't I? Catching strays in my own living room on a Sunday morning.
Tom Aspinall has finally responded, but not through interviews or statements. This time, his reaction showed through his demeanor, his timing, and the clear frustration written all over him. Following Paddy Pimblett's defeat to Justin Gaethje, Dana White was asked a straightforward question about Aspinall's injury status. Instead of offering reassurance, details, or even simple backing for one of his champions, the UFC president gave a response that felt cold and dismissive. It came across as one of the most indifferent reactions he's ever shown toward a fighter who's still actively holding belt.
Do you have any updates about the eye of Tom Aspinall? And is there a rematch in the works?
Oh, Jesus. Don't let me talk about Tom Aspinall's eye. Apparently he's going in for a second surgery or just had it, and by surgery, I mean injections. I have no idea. Get a quote from him. God fucking forbid I say something about it. Go ahead.
Think about Dana White saying Tom didn't continue.
Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so.
And then also, who gives it to eye pokes?
Who gives it?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see. I know, as an MMA fighter, look, things are going to happen in the fight that compromise you. Go back and watch my fight with Arlovski. The end of the first round, he punched me right in the eyeball.
Final 20 seconds of the first round. Oh! Big right from Arlovski.
For the rest of that fight, I couldn't see him out that eye. That's fine. If you get punched or kicked in the eye, that's fine. If you get double eye poked in both eyes and you've got no vision because of a foul, why should I carry on so some dummy can look and say, oh yeah, Tom just got knocked out? Because I ain't going to fight if I can't see anything because of a foul.
I don't know how to process that. I really don't. That is your heavyweight champion. That is one of the best and most popular fighters in the world. And the reaction is, geez, don't let me say anything about him. Last I heard, he had a couple surgeries, well, injections. Like the whole thing felt dismissive. The whole thing felt like he doesn't really believe it. If I'm being 100% honest, if I am to read his body language, and he will 1,000% say, that felt very dismissive. That felt like someone who didn't believe that his heavyweight champion was actually going through something. Anyone feel otherwise?
Dana White quickly minimized Aspinall's situation. He mentioned Tom needing procedure, then almost instantly reduced it to just a few injections, offering no real explanation or concern. There was no detail, no understanding, and no recognition of how dangerous eye injuries can be for a fighter whose entire career depends on vision. And that's what makes it frustrating. Tom didn't walk away without reason. He didn't overreact or look for an excuse. The damage came from a clean eye poke, something that blurred his sight, created lasting complications, and ultimately required medical treatment to make sure he could compete safely again.
Wouldn't it be interesting if Tom came out and said, no, I'm not going to rematch him. He's a cheater. Why would I rematch a guy that already cheated, that violated not one of my eyes, but both? I gave him his chance. He chose to cheat. I'm going to move on. If Tom took that stance, which he's not going to do, I'm saying, but for fun, I think he'd have a lot of people that supported him. For some reason, Surreal has come out of this thing with his hands clean. He's the one that did the poking.
No, it was exactly that.
It was...
and by surgeries, I mean injections. That's like a direct shot at him.
Yes.
Oh, God forbid I say something. Yeah, no, that's
like flip it. It was just, if I'm Tom Aspinall sitting there, I'm like, man, what did I do to this guy? All I've done is stepped up to the plate and I got poked in the freaking eye. And you think I want to get injections for fun? Do you think Tom Aspinall is injections or not, surgery or not? Do you think he's doing this for fun? And the world has no idea how much his life has changed as a result of all of this. Do you think he's doing this for fun? Do you think he's doing this to prove a point to all of you who thought he was faking? It's absurd to me. He could have easily answered that question like, to be honest, he's just working through things. Hopeful he'll be back. Wishing him the best. We'll be here when he's ready to come back. Like what? Why did it have to be that? And shame on the media who's there like yucking it up, laughing about a guy who's potentially staring at maybe never fighting again. This is a real thing. At what point are people going to realize this is a real thing? I thought that was gross. I mean, it's very hard sometimes to listen to these press conferences because there's like, what's going to happen with Alex Hernandez and Michael Johnson? You know, don't know. You know, sometimes I feel like he it's just. But that is someone's health. That is someone's health and safety. That is someone's future and longevity. And you're just kind of dismissing it like that. Kudos to Tom for kind of, I think, laughing it off, but you could kind of tell he's bothered there, right?
For a heavyweight title holder, an eye injury is never something small. It's not a scratch you ignore. It's the kind of damage that can threaten an entire career. Clear vision is everything inside the cage. But the way Dana White addressed it made it sound insignificant. Rather than standing behind his champion, he shifted the focus toward fan reactions and media criticism, almost venting about how he feels restricted in what he can say. The tone came off defensive and emotional, not like the composed response you'd expect from the head of the organization. What made the moment worse wasn't just what he said, it was what he left out. There was no credit for Tom constantly stepping in when needed. No reminder that he agreed to be the backup. No recognition of the long wait he endured while the John Jones situation kept the division frozen. None of that. Just a cold dismissal. And when Aspinall watched the clip, he didn't go on a rant or fire back with words. He stayed quiet, but his expression told the whole story. The frustration, the disbelief, that sense of being overlooked after doing everything asked of him, it was all written across his face.
They've got to do something about these eye pokes. The rule is you got to have your hands like this, but you can still have your fingers out straight. You can't do that, you can do that. That's the stupidest rule I've ever seen in my life. Make a fist. Simple as that. You're throwing punches and yeah, you got to parry shots, but you just got to unbend your fingers. It's really not that hard. This is a stupid rule.
Only Tom knows what happened. Could he see? Couldn't he see? Could he continue? I can't make people fight if they feel they've been injured. After the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Cyril gone off. He looked damn good tonight. I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and Tom didn't want to continue in the fight. The rematch is very interesting.
I don't know if he's still annoyed, if he had grander plans, if this screwed up plans. I don't know what it is, but to react like that about an eye injury and say, it was actually injections. What? Who's signing up for injections? Honestly, who's signing up for injections? How can you be so dismissive of your heavyweight champion? Forget heavyweight champion, of any fighter who fights for you. Well, I mean, I really do feel for Tom, and you can call us biased. You can say whatever we want, whatever you want to say about us. He does not deserve any of this. The guy fought, he got poked, eye gouged, and he's being made to seem like some sort of like malcontent, some sort of like faker. I don't know what it is. It's bizarre, man. You could protect him. You can change the narrative on him. You have to promote this guy. At some point, you are going to have to promote this guy. God willing, he'll be okay.
Because if we're being real, Tom Aspinall has done everything the UFC could possibly ask for. He's accepted fights on short notice, stepped in as a backup without hesitation, and kept the heavyweight division moving while others caused delays. Whenever the company needed someone reliable, Tom showed up. And now, when he's sidelined due to an injury that wasn't even his fault, that same support seems to have disappeared. This goes beyond a single remark or one awkward interview. It feels bigger than that. It feels like part of a pattern. A pattern where Dana White has started to publicly distance himself instead of standing firmly behind his own champion.
He got fingered. 2 in the eyes. One of his fingers even went in his mouth. It was deep. Cyril Gane was looking so good in that first round. Tom Aspinall's nose was bleeding. Cyril was landing with that jab. I got a heavyweight. You go in there, and a lot of the times a heavyweight, you see guys not really engage too much because it takes one punch, especially from 2 big punches like that. And Tom was kind of pushed, like coming forward. Cyril was landing beautiful jabs, slurking all around. He won that round. Both those guys, for being heavyweight, can move so well on their feet. God, that was going to be such a sweet fight.
The narratives. He genuinely did get his eyes raked by Gane. If he can't open his eye, it's going to get called off. Give him more time. If he can't open his eyes, he's going to get called off. He needs to open his right eye, and if he can't, it's over. Come on. No. He'll come back. He'll come back nice and easy. It's all good. It's good that. Eye poke stoppage. Book the rematch in the UK. Double eye poke. Have a chat with Gan. Have a nice tasty chat. It's all good. What's this? Oh, burger. Burger in the corner. Be good that.
We've seen this situation before with other heavyweight names. Francis Ngannou, John Jones. Now it feels like Tom Aspinall is slowly stepping into that same uncomfortable space. The difference is Tom hasn't spoken out or created drama. He's stayed quiet and handled everything professionally. But moments like this have a way of shifting things behind the scenes. Fighters don't forget who supports them when times get tough and who stays silent. Aspinall isn't asking for anything complicated. He just wants to heal, return, and defend his position the right way. That's it. But when you're putting your body and even your eyesight on the line, basic respect matters. And right now, the connection between Dana White and Tom Aspinall doesn't feel solid anymore. It feels delicate, almost strained.